looks like this stream's a little bit different this time around. Hey everyone, Luigi here, and we're doing a stream featuring not only Demeech and TND, but Reese as well!
Hey.
So we're streaming... Alright, I don't know why Luigi was here.
Three-way stream?
Yeah, this is the first three-way stream.
Yes, it is. Good to see everyone. I'm sorry I missed the stream yesterday. I got a little busy, but I am back.
No, TND was too busy playing Sonic R. He didn't want to join us because he was just in a trance listening to Can You Feel the Sunshine?
Yeah, that's totally true.
So let's see who is in the chat. CD from Object Explosion, hi. Guh! Why are you screaming? Am I screaming or streaming? Because I don't usually stream in the afternoon, so I guess it'd be different. I'm playing Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. Now that's a game I haven't heard in a while.
Why not both stream and scream?
I like the room today.
I'm not streaming at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Well, I was a night owl until I fixed my sleep schedule. So I got my coffee ready. Also, guys, here's a PSA. Do not drink coffee at night. I did that to do the episode of Mario Kart Origins, and I was worried my sleep schedule would get really bad again, but I figured out a way to fix my sleep schedule, so we are good to go. Good.
Nice.
So I think we're actually
I
just...
had time to join since I don't really have that much schoolwork on Wednesdays for some reason, and I don't have any Zoom meetings.
Well,
I'm actually off on Wednesdays as well.
All my stuff's due on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, there are other professors who do that, but today is Mega Weenie Wednesday, although I thought they switched that to Monday.
You know, it depends on what episode you're watching.
So I think we're just going to play my save file right now that I've been playing for a little bit. And I gotta say, this RetroTink 2X Mini does wonders. Like, it looks really good now. There's no fuzz or anything like that. It looks great, and I'm so happy I got this because I can finally stream N64 games. And to be fair with you guys, the N64 is probably one of my least favorite Nintendo systems just because of the fact that most games have an age wall on it. Like, you're trying to tell me you'll play Smash 64? Dude, you got Melee, you got Brawl, you got Ultimate. And yeah, kind of, Smash 4 kind of got replaced.
I feel like most of the sequels to Nintendo 64 games on the GameCube, Wii, and beyond probably like exceeded them since Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door was better than 64. Most of the 3D Mario games after Super Mario 64 are better than Super Mario 64 in my opinion, especially 3D World and Odyssey. And I just feel like the games that came after the Nintendo 64 were just an improvement to the series that were on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Banjo never got Banjo 3, so he's kind of stuck on the 64. No, nuts and bolts never happened. It never happened, guys. It didn't happen. So, we're going to be playing some Banjo-Kazooie today. We're going to go in the sewer right now. That's actually the sewer line. If you know what movie that's from, I feel sorry for you. So...
I don't know what that movie is from.
Epic movie? The one with Crispin Glover as Willy Wonka?
You would watch that movie.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, GameCube is great. Grunty's Revenge, it's kind of like, from what I've seen, it looks like top-down Zelda. So we're hanging out in the sewers, and we're going to see the Mario Brothers. Actually, no, I don't want to go here. I want to go to the treasure hunt area. My treasure!
Grunty's Revenge is more like those GBA Spyro games, so it's a little bit more isometric. I've personally never played it, but I've seen footage of it, and like I played the Spyro games on GBA, and it seems like they at least function similarly. So,
have you played it at all, Reese? I don't think you have, but it's worth asking.
No.
Because I played Banjo Pilot, and that's a pretty good time.
I do have a few GBA games, though.
Let me guess, because the DS Lite had backwards compatibility? Because that's a reason why I have most GBA games.
I have the Game Boy Advance SP.
Oh, the SP is great. Do you have the AGS 101 or 001?
I'm not sure exactly. I'll have to check.
Does the screen look good, or does it look like crap? I can answer the question.
It's AGS-001.
Yep, you got the crappy one.
Still looks great in my opinion, though, for running most Game Boy games.
Wait till you get a micro.
Yeah, well, I actually, I almost got a Game Boy Advance SP, and my friend was going to give it to me, but for some reason my parents didn't like me borrowing things from my friends or like taking things from
Same
them,
here.
so they made me give it back to him, along with Super Mario World as well for the GBA.
Funny
So
you mention
kinda
that, because the reason I played, or the first time I played Super Mario World, guess who let me borrow the game? None other than...
should I say the name?
Yeah.
Sean?
No, not him! He would have ate the GBA game.
Okay, so I just got a notification from Nintendo of America, and it said, "What is your favorite Nintendo Switch Online feature?" None.
Was that like a rhetorical question they were asking, or was that them actually asking for feedback? Because I don't know. Sometimes with Nintendo, some of their tweets are weird.
I think, it's actually about Animal Crossing, but on the notification I just saw, "What is your favorite Nintendo Switch Online feature?"
Oh, okay. That's, yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, they had to know that they were gonna get negative replies.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If I was the social media person, like, I would know.
What's my thoughts on...
I would be in for some memes.
Me too. What are my thoughts on Sonic Adventure? I actually think it's pretty fun. It's a pretty good time. Although I haven't beat it yet, so... T&D is going to make me beat the game. So we are playing Treasure Trove right now. And this is one of my favorite levels. I love beach themes in games. I really do, even though there are the annoying underwater sections. But... Oh my gosh, there's a shark. But we're going to try to get...
You gotta be careful here.
Some jiggies.
Yeah, but Sonic Adventure is probably my favorite Sonic game. And I'm not even kidding about that. Like, that and the second game are like really close to my heart. So yeah, I'm gonna force you to beat it.
Yeah, T&D is gonna hold me at Pink Gold Peach, and he says if you don't beat Sonic Adventure 1 or 2, I'm gonna make Pink Gold Peach be your wife. He's setting up an arranged marriage.
I don't know how I could do an arranged marriage like that, but sure.
So,
If it were Pauline, I'd be
he
okay with
says,
that.
Nintendo really wants us to play Animal Crossing, not saying it's a bad thing. I really feel like Nintendo's kind of riding on the sales of Animal Crossing rather than giving us new games.
Yeah, I agree with you totally there.
They did the
Because,
same thing with Smash in 2018, to be fair, so this isn't new.
Reese, I think you saw my Nintendo rant video. The problem with Nintendo's big problem, and it was the thumbnail with Mario jumping and the Lakitu giving the instructions and Furukawa being evil. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Because I kind of said something similar in that. I said, what is Nintendo doing? They're gloating about Animal Crossing sales while also not giving us any news. I think I already helped this guy.
I mean, Animal Crossing is a great game, one of my favorite games on the Switch. I play it almost every day, but I really want to play new games.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I will say that there's a positive, though.
No, go on.
The positive is that I can finally tackle my backlog of games, because I feel like I have so many games that I just really want to tackle. Like Banjo-Kazooie, that's a great game, but I haven't had the chance to play it, mainly because the N64 setup I had before looked like absolute trash, but now that I got the Retro Tank, it looks really good. Like, it looks great.
I have the Xbox version, so like it looks good. There's like a couple of like weird inconsistencies with the N64 version, but it's pretty good so far. Let's see. Soshi the Yoshi, SA1 is the best game in the series. This is coming from someone who didn't grow up with it. Yeah, I didn't grow up with it either. I played it in like 2010 on the PlayStation Store, and I fell in love with the game. SA2 I recently started to appreciate. I didn't like it like at first, but the more I got to play it, the more I appreciated like its replay value and its It's different gameplay styles. It's definitely different from the first game, but I think it's just as good. But yeah, that's my opinion on that.
Also introduced Emo Sonic.
What happened?
It also introduced Emo Sonic.
You know, funnily enough, Shadow's my least favorite character in the Sonic series.
Oh, we know. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah. I mean, I think he has a great backstory, but like, I think he should have just stayed as a character in SA2, and that was it. But, hey, I'm not bothered by him. It's just, he's my least favorite.
So let's read some more comments. Let's see. An N64 game looking slick. That's a first. All the wonders upscaling can do, because this actually looks pretty great. Nintendo hates emulation, but the ROM for Super Mario Bros. On the Virtual Console was an illegal pirated ROM that Nintendo downloaded from an illegal site. Oh, I don't put it past them.
Yeah.
And Mr. Green Mario 64 said Banjo was a playable character in Diddy Kong Racing. Diddy Kong Racing is a spin-off to Donkey Kong Country, which is a spin-off to the Mario series. Mario and Banjo take place in the same universe, confirmed. Well, technically the Mario series is a spin-off of the Donkey Kong series.
It's hard to believe that.
It's funny to think about it that way, because, like, for a while, I mean, I think nowadays, too, Mario has the spotlight over Donkey Kong just because of how Nintendo treated the franchise after Rare left, but, you know, I don't know, it's weird to kind of see it like that, too, just because, like, they both feel like two different franchises right now from when they started, but... Yeah.
I mean, the first Mario game, well, not counting any of the Game & Watch stuff, was Mario Brothers, correct? Because you had Donkey Kong, you had Donkey Kong Jr., then you had Donkey Kong 3, which he wasn't even in, and then you got Mario Brothers, which was the forgotten... It's kind of forgotten in a way. Like, Nintendo fans will remember, but whenever you hear Mario Brothers, you probably think of Super Mario Brothers 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like Mario Brothers.
Speaking of Donkey Kong 3... I feel like they completely forgot about Stanley. Stanley's an underrated character.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
If they ever make Odyssey 2 and there's like a greenhouse stage, they should definitely do the same thing they did with Pauline, because he's a really cool character. Did you know that Donkey Kong 3 wasn't actually his first game? It was a Game & Watch game called, I believe, Greenhouse?
I thought Greenhouse came after.
No, Greenhouse was 1982.
What's it?
NP Royalties in the house, guys. Hello, guys. How's it going here? We're actually doing the first three-way stream. I'm not only featuring Ted, but I'm also featuring Reese. Oh, wait, it's T&D? Well, what's the difference?
There's a huge difference, but that's neither here or there. Donkey Kong Country is the best 2D platformer, in my opinion. You know what? I won't disagree with that. I think it's probably one of the best 2D platformers. I recently just replayed it on Switch Online, and man, that game is just phenomenal. The pacing is so great, platforming is great. David Wise's score, Sticker Brush. I think Sticker Brush Symphony is just. I love aquatic ambience, but I think Sticker Brush Symphony just takes the cake for me. I don't know if you guys feel similar. I know, Demeech, you still have to play DKC2 in depth.
You know what's funny?
Which I've been talking about. Yeah.
I actually played it on the Game Boy Advance a lot more than the SNES. This was before it was on Switch Online, but I used to whip out my Game Boy Micro and just play Donkey Kong Country 2. Really good game. I love all the Donkey Kong Country games. There's not a single one I dislike. And yes, that even includes Donkey Kong 64, so if you hate that game, I feel sorry for you, because it's actually a really good game.
I think Donkey Kong Country 3 is pretty underrated.
Yeah, me too.
I really usually hear people talking about like 1 and 2 being way better than it, and then there's also Kiddy Kong, who is overhated.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think he deserves the hate he gets. I'm just kidding. But I think I actually replayed Donkey Kong Country 3 recently. It's not as bad as people say it is. Though I will say that I think, at least for me, it's a step down from what came before. But I don't think that should discredit it as a Donkey Kong Country game. I think people kind of discrediting it, like forgetting that it exists is kind of like, I don't know. I think that's a bit too far. I think there's some like great levels and some really clever platforming design. And of course, you get to play as Dixie, who has the best ability in all the DKC games.
Now, I don't understand why Dixie Kong wasn't in Donkey Kong 64, but we had Tiny Kong, who's essentially similar to Dixie.
I think this is speculation on my part, because I don't know if anyone at Rare confirmed this, but I think Tiny started off as Dixie, and I'm pretty sure Chunky probably started off as like a version of Kiddy Kong. Just because, I don't know, it just kind of feels weird that they would add more Kongs to the mix. I think my problem with like original, I guess with the Donkey Kong cast is that they made so many characters to the point where Nintendo nowadays, you know, they're not going to revisit every single character that Rare created unless it makes sense. So you kind of have these characters sitting on the sidelines like Candy Kong and Chunky Kong and Lanky Kong, Tiny Kong, Redneck Kong. I love that one, but you know, you got all these Kongs sitting around doing nothing. So Nintendo has to kind of reevaluate what the main cast for the Donkey Kong games are.
Oh, I agree.
But yeah, I mean, it sucks, but that's what this is why I feel like you got to be careful with introducing new characters all the time. You got to make sure, like, I don't know. I'm not confused with it or anything, but it is quite a lot of characters for the Donkey Kong series. I don't think Tiny and Chunky. I mean, I wouldn't have been upset if they were Dixie or Kitty, but you know.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go use the plumbing system real quick, and you guys can answer some questions. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sure thing. Soshi says, I also love his DK voice more than the current one. Actually, fun fact, Grant Kirkhope did the original voice for Donkey Kong in that game, just like the okay. And I think Takashi Nagasako does the voice of Donkey Kong right now, and he's known for voicing Ganon in Ocarina of Time, and he also voices Patrick in the Japanese dub for SpongeBob. So, fun fact there. Let's see.
Gold Mario in Mario Kart Tour uses the Mario Kart 8 Metal Mario voice, but Metal Mario uses the Mario Kart 7 Metal Mario voice. Weird. I don't know why they...
No, you go on.
I don't know why they'd use, like two different voices for that. You'd think they'd use the same voice since it's just kind of like a recolor.
Yeah, Nintendo has that thing nowadays where they kind of reuse... I feel like they have like a plethora of reused voice clips of Charles Martinet just like saying, I don't know, whatever. Like they probably have like a bunch of voice clips that they could use of him, and they probably won't have to bring him back into the booth unless like he had to say something like a speaking role or whatever. Because I noticed like Odyssey's Mario lines, a lot of them were quite reused from like 3D World or like other games. Like there was a mix of like new and old, which I found like kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo's kind of known for that.
All right, I'm back. So what happened? Anything interesting?
We were talking about how Gold Mario and Metal Mario in Mario Kart Tour used two different voice clips, one from Mario Kart 8 and one from Mario Kart 7.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah. I don't know why they use two separate voice clips, but...
I guess they're two separate characters in Nintendo's eyes. Jay plays, why have you been playing a lot of Sonic R, T, and D? That's mainly a joke that Demeech says, because we kind of have a joke saying, like... Funnily enough, a lot of people saying, like, Sonic R is bad. Funnily enough, Demeech actually likes Sonic R.
No, I don't actually like the game. Don't make lies like that.
Yes, you do.
No, I
Yes,
don't
you
like
do.
Sonic R. I really don't like Sonic R.
Okay, he likes the soundtrack to Sonic R, and
Well,
I can't blame him there.
Well, I like the soundtrack for Paper Mario Color Splash, but does that mean it's a good game? No!
No, but I see you playing Sonic R all the time. You're like, look at me, I'm playing Sonic R. And I'll say, why are you playing it? You're just like, I just like the music.
You know, one time... What?
Speaking of things we're infamous for, Family Guy, Family Guy, Family Guy. I said it 3 times.
Alright, guys,
no.
We're gonna have to put Reese in timeout, so he's gonna join the Baby Shark guy. He's gonna have to join him. I don't know if it was you or Jordan, but there was this guy spamming Baby Shark in the chat, and we got so mad that someone...
I remember that. Yeah, I think I muted him.
Oh my god. These streams are getting edgier and edgier as it goes. I'm just kidding.
How edgy is it? On a scale of 1 to Wonderwall, how edgy is it?
We're at a 3. We're not even that edgy, but for Susan's liking, we're probably at a calm 7 right now.
Alright, let's make a YouTube video that's just super family friendly. We're gonna, instead of streaming, we're gonna just sing Johnny Johnny. Johnny Johnny! Yes, Papa. Eating sugar? No, Papa. Telling lies? No, Papa. Open your mouth. Ha ha ha! Okay, Reese, you're the youngest one here, so I'm gonna ask you this. Do you remember at all hearing the Johnny Johnny nursery rhyme? Because I never heard about that until years later, and I thought it was the funniest thing.
I think, like, I first saw that stuff popping up on YouTube when I was like, I think I was like 14 or 15 when I first saw it was like, I think it was like around 2018, around then, so.
Something around there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching it and bringing it up at work because it was the funniest thing. It was just so stupid that I had to bring it up. But, alright, let's see this.
The first time I've actually heard about it is from, you know the YouTuber Chadtronic?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
It was a really weird one that he reacted to on there.
I remember that. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about the one where it's just...
It's where it's like the one where they eat this, like the stuff, like the silverware, like surrounds the room, and then they turn it into the pen.
I remember that.
Just thinking about it now, it's just like, it's insane.
Johnny, emulating games for $60? Yes, Papa. Actually, this costs $30.
I love his videos.
And this isn't emulation, this is the real deal right here. This is the real N64, featuring the controller that's great for people with 3 hands.
Who's Chadtronic? Chadtronic is like a YouTuber that sometimes they do like Nintendo related stuff, and then other times they like react to like weird videos or bunch of different things.
Yeah, he's really funny. He calls everyone ladies and fricks. You know, it's just his
Sammy.
phrase.
Yeah, Jay plays. The Crash stream is coming. I just really wanted to test my N64 thing because it's really fun being able to emulate, or not emulate, because we're real men right here. Or Fudakawa would be proud. I wanted to test the N64 upscaler that I got, and it's doing wonders, so that's great. So I'm trying to... Alright, there are 5 more in this area, but I feel like I'm wandering around like an idiot, trying to find them. Oh, X marks the spot.
You're playing it. You might be playing it, like, wrong. I mean, this game is kind of tough to go back to if you already got some jiggies.
I see something right here.
I was gonna say, Star Chronic says, "Hey, Demeech, howdy, Reese and TND. Good to see you guys. Thanks for playing my favorite game. What's up, man? Good to see you."
This is one of my favorites on the N64. In fact, if you ever want to know my favorite N64 games, you could just pretty much include all the rare games. Diddy Kong Racing's better than Mario Kart 64. Banjo-Kazooie is better than Mario 64. And Conker's Bad Fur Day is a beast of its own. And also, I do like Donkey Kong 64 more than I like Mario 64, which a lot of people are surprised about, but no, I like Donkey Kong 64 more.
I just noticed something. You know, Furukawa, he's basically the Susan of video games.
Oh my gosh, yeah? Yeah?
Because they always block, like, fan projects based on, like, Nintendo IPs.
Hold on.
No, that
Alright, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna show my dad's car that I saw today, so I'll be right back. Guys, be quiet real quick.
No problem.
Alright, guys, we're back! We are back right now.
So, Reese, what were you talking about before?
He was talking about how Furukawa is essentially the Susan of gaming.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I was gonna bring up. We found out recently. Do you guys remember when there were those rumors for the Netflix series of Zelda happening a while back?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you, yeah. Okay, so apparently one of the guys who was involved with the show, well, I don't know how involved he was. I know that he probably knew somebody who worked on the show. Basically, when somebody at Netflix leaked the fact that they were making the Zelda Netflix show, Nintendo pulled the plug on not only that show, but a claymation Star Fox movie that they were making as well, with a comedian, I think, playing a Slippy.
Really?
Yeah, they canceled the whole project just because of one leak.
That sounds very Nintendo. Alright, but just so you want to know, alright, I'm going to answer this question. Should I buy the advanced version on Virtual Console or All-Stars? Well, I would say if you're buying them, I'd say just go ahead and get All-Stars because that's free. There's not too much of a difference. Unless you're really dying to play the Mario Brothers remake, then I guess it's maybe not worth it. But we're going to play the sewer stage this time around. So,
Alright.
So Yoshi Pulse says, Nintendo Switch Online. Experience lag, and more lag. Fun for the whole...
oh my gosh, I'm getting a spam call.
A bot of the game that we don't make money off of anymore? Die!
You know, yeah, I'm so used to like Sonic mods in like the Sonic community and stuff like that, that it still boggles my mind that Nintendo are so, I guess, backwards with their games in terms of like emulation and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just so weird going from like Sega, who supports the fans, and mods and emulation. I mean, you go to Nintendo, who's like super strict. It's such a weird juxtaposition.
Hold on. Apollo, be quiet. My dog is... he's not very smart. I think I said that last stream, but he's just... he's challenged. We need to get...
Apollo is ugly.
Reese, you showed me your dog yesterday, and you said she barks a lot, but I think Apollo would win that contest.
Yeah. I mean, Coco has barked on some of my streams before, but not all the time, because the time that I stream is not really the time where people are usually going into my house, or around the time that Coco is really barking a lot. So, but in my most recent stream, the Pit of 100 Trials with Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door, she was barking on part of the stream, and then people noticed it. So,
well, dogs will be dogs.
Yeah, my dog's pretty quiet for the most part, unless she's just like in like a feisty mood, which is a lot. So thankfully, I think she's kind of relaxed right now. But we have a question from Star Chronics. Okay, quick question to the three hosts: are you three all getting 3D World plus Bowser's Fury? Demeech?
yes, I have
Yes!
pre-ordered.
I have a pre-order as well. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to GameStop on the day it comes out and get the game. And my sister actually works near a GameStop, so if I can't go, I'll just tell her, hey, could you get this game? And I'll just give her the money to get it and the poster, because that's the reason why I want to get it, because the poster looks sick. But
I'm really
yeah, of
excited
course I'm getting
for the improved like controls and speed, just because like that was one of the main issues I had with 3D World, besides like it not being a sandbox Mario game at the time. But I am so psyched for Bowser's Fury. I really hope that Nintendo didn't give everything away yet. Apparently they haven't, but we'll see. Hopefully it's really good. I can't wait.
don't spoil me, guys, because if you spoil anything, I'll have Pink Gold Peach go to your house.
And you'll have to play as Pink Gold Peach for the rest of your life.
Yeah, like if there's ever a character like Pauline in Mario Kart 9, you can't play as her. You have to play as Pink Gold Peach.
Or any metal character.
Alright, let's think of some metal characters. Yellow Topaz Wario, Purple Amethyst Donkey Kong, Cyan Diamond Rosalina, Green Bronze Luigi. Let's think Baby Pink Gold Peach. We got Platinum Diamond Daisy.
Probably the best one.
Oxidizing Copper Demeech.
Oxidizing Copper Demeech? Am I like the
That's
Statue of
great.
Liberty or something?
Yes. Yes, you are. That would be funny.
It would be funny. Alright, so
Or we
we're
could
gonna
have-
go
we
into
could
the
have,
sewer right
Guy
now.
on the penny.
The guy on the penny?
Remember from SpongeBob? They called him the guy on the penny.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's me, the guy on the penny.
Okay, that was one of the few funny moments from that terrible special. That actually got a laugh out of me. The guy on the penny!
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure the writers didn't know Abraham Lincoln's actual name, so they just called him the guy on the penny. Reese, did you watch SpongeBob at all? I'm sure you did.
Wait, what did you say? I couldn't hear you for a second.
Did you watch SpongeBob at all? Because we were just talking about Truth or Square and how they called Abraham Lincoln
yeah.
the guy on the penny.
Yes. Oh yeah, I know. SpongeBob is actually one of my favorite shows, so...
Oh yeah. It's a classic.
Yeah, it's one of...
Yoshi has a very funny comment for me. TND, the reason why you couldn't come to the last stream is because you had to eat croissants and hoot with your owl friends. LOL, just kidding. It's all good, man. That was actually kind of
Wait,
funny.
just kidding? That actually
Yeah,
happened.
he said,
You do
no,
real...
it didn't.
Yes, it did. No, what happened is TND was eating a croissant, he was smoking a cigarette, and he was also playing Sonic R at the same time. So he was... Just imagine TND wearing... No, he was wearing a white tank top, just playing Sonic R, listening to Can You Feel the Sunshine, and he was not just smoking a cigarette, he was chain smoking. Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not what happened. What actually happened was that I was watching some films with my family.
Yeah, okay.
Just to catch up with each other and just have some quality time. And it was already too late for me by the time I was ready to stream.
To be fair, Abraham Lincoln doesn't exist in the SpongeBob universe, not applying to Bikini Bottom. He might, but the guy on the penny is in the SpongeBob universe.
Starchronic says, thoughts on 4-player 3D World Online, Demeech, TND, Reese, and Starchronics.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down too. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, TND is probably going to play as Mario, which I'm glad about because I don't like playing as Mario. Who's your favorite, Reese?
Yeah.
I usually play as Mario, but if someone else is gonna be Mario, I'm probably gonna be Toad.
Oh, I like Toad. Toad! What do you need? No.
Take it away, Penny.
Sorry, my sister's bothering me. I'm at work, Sophia.
No.
I'm not bothering you.
Just text me about it. Well,
Starchronic
there's a
says,
reason
I
for
usually
that.
play as Mario as well, if not Luigi. See? I'm not the only one who plays as Mario.
Take it away, Penny.
That Penny has the most beautiful voice.
Speaking of SpongeBob, what's your favorite episode?
Oh, chocolate.
My favorite's Pizza Delivery.
Pizza Delivery? That's a great episode. I would say Chocolate Nuts because that has the most funny moments. Like, there are moments that you would never expect to be in SpongeBob. Like, there was this one where he said, alright, what should we do to make sales higher? Let's get naked. Nah, let's save that for real estate. They should make a sequel episode like that.
Oh man, I always change my choice for the best episode, but if I had to choose, okay, I don't want to choose the typical episodes. I think everything in season 2 and 3 are gold, but one of my all-time favorite episodes that I don't see a lot of people talking about is Wet Painters, when SpongeBob and Patrick have to repaint Mr. Krabs' house, and they get paint on his first dollar. Absolutely hilarious. That's like one of my favorite episodes. I love it.
Is that the episode where Patrick is like, technology?
Yes.
And then he smashes the computer.
yeah, exactly.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna need your help because I forgot where the sewer is.
Before I help you out here, one of my other favorite episodes is when Mr. Krabs, when SpongeBob helps Mr. Krabs hook up with Mrs. Puff, and SpongeBob blows up at the end.
It's always funny when SpongeBob gets angry.
Yeah, and okay, the last one. Can you spare a dime? When SpongeBob goes ballistic on Squidward. Goes ballistic on Squidward at the end. Oh man. Yeah, those are my favorite.
I feel like season 4 of SpongeBob is underrated because even though it's kind of like not as good as the first 3 seasons, I still kind of consider it kind of a classic season because there's some really good episodes.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Especially I really like Krusty Towers. So.
Oh yeah. What was the motto in that again?
We shall never deny a guest,
our guest,
even the most ridiculous request.
Yeah. Dude, Skill Crane, when SpongeBob and Patrick dressed up as choice cuts to get Mr. Krabs' mattress back. Oh, that was good. Season 4 was a really good season, I have to say.
I also like the Wishing Well episode. Squidward's just claustrophobic. Ho, ho, ho!
Stop it, Patrick, you're scaring him!
Homer and Marge were divorced from season 8 all the way to season 20. Wow, I didn't know they were divorced. It's Marge Simpson. Come on, Bart.
I know what that impression is. That's not just a Marge Simpson impression.
Here we go.
When is the Pac-Man video coming? Says Mr. Green Mario 64.
Probably sometime this month. It's just the 3D World information came out and I really wanted to talk about that, so I got distracted. So, it should be coming soon. It's just, I'll announce it when it's coming. The script is already in the works, so it's coming, guys. And I also need to record more footage of Pac-Man World 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's see. Oh, wait. What did I do wrong here? Oh, wait, we needed just one puzzle piece. Let's go to this area right here. Alright, we are going to enter a new world and get some puzzle pieces. Bubble Gloop
You
Swap.
might have to go and find it.
So that guy in the office said the worst season of SpongeBob is season 7. Yeah, I think seasons 6 and 7 are tied as being the worst seasons in SpongeBob. Yeah. It's basically the sticker star of SpongeBob.
Hey, let's not insult season 7 and 6 like that.
I would even say SpongeBob has never recovered from that. Like, yeah, it's gotten better, but the humor is so different from what it used to be. Like, I tell you this all the time, Demeech. Like, it's so much more like Ren and Stimpy than the typical SpongeBob.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's like, I'll go back to the original seasons, but other than that, I don't really watch the new episodes. Like, I saw Birthday Blowout, and that was a great episode, but you know, it's cool if you like it, but I guess it's just not for me anymore. But yet again, I am 21.
But like one of the weirder episodes I saw recently was when if you watch the Goldbergs, he plays the dad, and he played this gerbil character that SpongeBob hallucinated after eating this.
That was a
really
hamster,
moldy
not a
Krabby
gerbil.
Patty. Whatever, hamster. And it was one of the most bizarre episodes I've ever seen. Like, I don't think I would have even seen that in like classic SpongeBob, but apparently people liked it. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the sense of humor has changed over the years for, you know, the target audience, but I don't know. It's lost a lot of the magic for me. I don't know if you feel the same, Reese.
Yeah, I definitely like the older seasons more. Like, I mostly grew up watching season 1 through 5, and I kind of stopped around season 6.
Yeah, season 5 was pretty good too.
It was interesting. It was very experimental.
Yeah.
You know what they did? They had the 3 shorts. Alright, hot take, modern SpongeBob is on par with pre-movie. I could see how you feel that way. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I do understand how you feel that way. Because a lot of people like it, some people don't, but from what I've heard, at least it got better from what it was before, so it's not like, I don't know, The Simpsons or that show that shall not be named. It's just, I feel like shows shouldn't go on too long, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because then, like, you have to kind of adapt to what, you know, your target audience is doing. Because, like, if we look at, I don't know, it's just like, if you look at SpongeBob throughout the years, you notice that the humor has changed significantly to match, I guess, the era that we're in. But it just kind of feels like it's disingenuous to what SpongeBob was before.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. So where's this new level that I have to go to? Because I'm trying to find it. Do you know?
It's, man. This is one of, like, the few moments in Banjo where I think it's kind of poorly designed, just, like, traversing the hub world. Yeah, try that door right there and go up the stairs.
Oh wait, never mind, I found it.
I feel like SpongeBob throughout, like, the run of the show, I feel like it's almost comparable to Paper Mario, because they can both kind of, like, have a similar way of their quality. So the first season is kind of comparable to Paper Mario 64, since it's just starting, and, like, it's really good, and, like, I mean, I guess SpongeBob Season 1 aged way better than Paper Mario 64 did, but just a comparison of it starting off is pretty similar. But Seasons 2 and 3 are kind of comparable to Paper Mario The 1,000-Year Door, since they're considered the best by many people, and it's kind of like around the peak of SpongeBob and everything like that, around people kind of consider it to be kind of like how 1,000-Year Door is like the peak of Paper Mario. And then Seasons 4 and 5 are kind of like Super Paper Mario, because they're still pretty good, but they don't have what made the first seasons of SpongeBob amazing, but they're still really good. And then season 6 through 8 are kind of like Paper Mario's sticker star, because they're really not good at all, and people usually hate them. Season 9, it's kind of like, it's starting to get a little better, but it's still not that good, so it's kind of like Color Splash. Then modern SpongeBob is kind of like Origami King, because, like, it's better than the like, season 6 through 8, but it's not as good as the older ones, and a lot of people like it, so.
Yeah, I could agree with that. It's just, you know, going off of Origami King, I'm not a huge Paper Mario fan, but, like, I am a Mario fan, and I know what goes on with Nintendo, obviously. I just, every time there's, like, some sort of controversy within Nintendo, is it me, or do we always hear the name Kensuke Tanabe with it?
Usually we do.
Yeah, you really...
Sorry, who was talking?
Reese.
What?
You were talking about Kensuke Tanabe?
Yeah, the fact that he, like, basically restricted most aspects of the Paper Mario series that made it good. like the characters and the battle system and everything.
Apparently, he did the same thing for Country Returns by saying like, I think it was either him or it had to be him because he worked on it, but he said basically that he didn't want the Kremlings to come back or K. Rool to come back, which was bizarre considering that he's DK's main antagonist. So I'm not sure what he has against like Paper Mario or like certain elements of Donkey Kong, but I don't know. Like I know he was like behind Mario 2 and stuff like that, but has he been behind any like unanimously? Has he been behind like anything recently that's been like praised? Oh wait, Luigi's Mansion 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't really think he was really restrictive of Luigi's Mansion 3 because unlike Mario and Donkey Kong, Luigi's Mansion doesn't really have it only has a few games in the series, so it doesn't really have like a complete set in stone identity that the Mario series and the Donkey Kong series have.
Yeah, but I will say that I will say Luigi's Mansion 3 had a nice combination of 1's atmosphere with 2's art style, but I feel like Next Level Games could have gone a little further into the Luigi's Mansion 1 feel. I'm not sure if Tanabe was the one who told them that they needed to stay consistent with Luigi's Mansion 2's art style. It's not a big deal, but I just feel like he does put unnecessary restrictions on developers. Luigi's Mansion 3 came out really, really good, thank goodness, but, you know, obviously not everything, obviously we got Paper Mario, and we got Donkey Kong's villains not coming back anytime soon, so, I don't know, yeah, he's kind of a double-edged sword when it comes to certain things.
So, Cartfester said, Reese, when are you going to get DDR Mario Mix for the GameCube and Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga for the GBA? I'm planning on getting those soon. Those are probably the next games I'm going to get for my collection.
I've heard they're good. Are you getting it with the board that comes with it, the DDR of the floorboard?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have to be that. You could also use the one on the Wii. That's what I'm using.
Oh, okay. Oh, Demeech, by the way, where you were before, where you died, that's the right place to go.
Yeah, I know. I saw it.
Okay.
Apollo, be quiet. It's a very bratty dog.
Oh, you haven't seen my dog. She's actually right here, right now.
This is why I prefer cats.
Oh, whoa, Abby. Alright. Trying to do my online classes while watching the stream is so hard, but I gotta do it, lol.
Dude, just focus on your classes because the stream can come next, but, you know, if you have schoolwork to do, that definitely comes first.
Yeah. Education is priority.
Yeah. Mario spin-offs are now cash grabs. Not real. I'd argue against that, just because like a lot of them have been quality over the years. Especially like, I really like Mario Golf. Demeech, you got me into it. And I really like Mario Strikers, and those are like really quality spin-offs. So I wouldn't really say that they're cash grabs per se. Do they make money? Sure.
Mario Tennis Ultra Smash was definitely a cash grab.
Oh, it sure was.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That wasn't even... I'm almost sure that wasn't even developed for, like, more than, like, a year or a year and a half.
Probably less.
I don't know. I don't even know why they decided to release that game in the state it was. Same could be said for Aces, but I don't know. Aces felt a little bit more polished, I guess, but I still think the worst Mario Tennis was the Wii U.
Alright, Jordan, you're not late because we're going to do the Bubble Gloom swap next. I'm going to use the plumbing system real quick, and then you could answer more questions. So, we're going to do that next.
Here's a question that you and I could answer, Reese. Have you guys played Parappa the Rapper yet?
No, I actually haven't.
I actually have. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's like a PS1 classic game. It's got a really cool art style that goes with it. It's like a rhythm game. Like, you follow the beat and you have to press the buttons to the correct timing. It's got these really cheesy raps that are like super late 90s, early 2000s cheese, but in like the best way possible. So I don't know how much like a copy for it for the PS1 would be, but if you can find it for like a cheap price, I'd say it's worth it. It's really charming.
I'll probably emulate it since I don't have a PS1.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, go for it. Let's see. I said this multiple times. People were really happy about Super Mario Party upon release. Nowadays, everybody despises it. From what I've played, it's alright. Yeah, I mean, I have Super Mario Party. I bought it on release. I think the only reason people were being positive about it was because, like, compared to the previous, this was actually following the Mario Party formula. But I think people are starting to hate it now just because, like, just because it comes with 4 boards, which are like super small compared to like previous entries, and the item balance is just out of control, including character balances, because they now have like character dices, or dice. That's what the plural for that is. But yeah, it's kind of bizarre. I don't know. Yeah.
In my opinion, for Super Mario Party, I mean, like, I thought it was alright. My only problem with it was, like, the lack of content, because I feel like Super Mario Party was basically, like, an attempt for ND Cube to make a classic-style Mario Party game, and kind of, like, to reboot the series. And I just think, like, they really should have had more content, and it should have been in development for a longer time. But I just feel like things can only get better from here, since that basically restarted the series. And I feel like we can get more games akin to the older ones, since they'll probably have more development time after this one, since they were at least listening to the fans with, like, no cars for the characters and stuff like that, and more of, like, a classic style. So hopefully they hear our feedback for more content, and they fix some of the problems with the game. So that's what I'm hoping they're going to do with the series.
Yeah, because one of my main problems with Super Mario Party was actually that first off, unlike the recent Mario and Sonic game at the Olympics, there aren't any controller supports beyond Joy-Con controllers, which is kind of a problem when you want to use some other controllers. And then my other issue, of course, are the boards. But I will say the mini games are the best part of Super Mario Party, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've been having fun with the mini games, but I don't know. I don't think it's that hard to like maybe even remaster or remake a couple of like famous boards from like select past Mario Party games and just putting them in there with new ones. I think people would be pretty content with that, but I guess we'll see.
I think ND Cube is better at making minigames than actual, like, boards and other things with the Mario Party series.
Yeah, well, that's why I kind of suggest for them to, like, do kind of like a Mario Party Ultimate, where you just take the best boards from the previous entries and you just remake them. And you could just make new minigames, just so that if you get the sense of how the original boards were, you'll understand how they used to be. You'll understand how they used to be, and maybe, like, in a future entry, they can make something akin to how past boards used to be.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, you're back. Yeah, my problem is that the boards are grid-based as well. Like, that's the oddest part for me. It just feels very generic. It doesn't feel natural like the originals did. My favorite Mario Party is DS. And I think that only has like 6 boards, but they're giant. And they're just full of variety. They're so great. Love that game. Okay. I want an actual Mario and Sonic crossover, not just the Olympics. Dude, you and me both. If they could find a way to do that without it feeling forced, I'm all down for it. I'm all for it.
See something right here. See if I have enough puzzle pieces.
Alright. A lot would, Yoshi Pool says, a lot would disagree with me about this, but I feel like the Mario and Luigi series went downhill after Bowser's Inside Story plot-wise. Dream Team had a stupid climax, and Paper Jam got taken over by Paper Mario Sticker Star. You know what? I don't think that's a hot take. I think Dream Team had some cool ideas, but I will agree with you that Bowser's Inside Story was the peak of the franchise.
A lot of people argue when I say that Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door is the best Mario RPG. A lot of people say that Bowser's Inside Story is the best when I try to go with that, but I can understand why. It's a really good game.
Yeah, it's honestly, I had the game. Well, I don't know what happened to it, but I used to have the game, and it used to be one of my favorites for a while. You know, I'm kind of surprised though that, you know, as popular as Bowser's Inside Story was, Nintendo never pursued to make like an actual Bowser game, like a spin-off Bowser game, because I think that was the main appeal of why that game sold. Besides it being another Mario and Luigi game. All right, let's see. I think Mario Party would be better off if Masahiro Sakurai, seeing how much detail he put into Smash Bros. I think Sakurai is going to take a long break after Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's done.
I think he should work on like a completely different project other than Smash, kind of like he did with Kid Icarus Uprising.
I want to see him do an original game, to be honest with you. Like, if he makes a new Kid Icarus, that would be great. I kind of doubt it, though, because he said that he's not making another Kid Icarus anytime soon. But something original from him would be fantastic. I mean, Sakurai is a genius when it comes to game development, but, you know, I would love to see some original stuff from him for once.
Sakurai hasn't taken a break since Kid Icarus Uprising. Yeah, because right after that, I think he started working on Smash 4, then directly after Smash 4, Smash Ultimate, and now he's still working on DLC for Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how he feels about it, to be honest. Like, sometimes I feel like he's just doing it to please the fans, and I'm just like, dude, you've done way more than enough. I think you should just take a break. I don't know though. It's up to him. If he's happy doing it, then, you know, I'm more than glad to get more DLC characters. But I would like to see some original stuff from him. I think an original IP by Sakurai would be pretty sick.
Oh, I totally agree.
Yeah, because he created Kirby, for crying out loud. You know, this guy has no limits. He's a genius.
I think it's funny that for like the past 10 minutes, this has been a Reese and TND stream, and Demeech hasn't really talked that much.
Well, it works. I've been too busy trying to concentrate because I have problems concentrating while playing the game.
Demeech retired, and we've taken over the channel.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to rename it Reese and TND.
There we go. Yeah. In memory of Demeech.
Rip.
Rip.
Kid Icarus.
I was gonna say, Jordan said Monolith Soft could take on Kid Icarus. Sakurai doesn't really own it. I would be down if Monolith Soft made another Kid Icarus. That's a really good idea. Yeah. That's a really good suggestion that I haven't seen yet. Sakurai doesn't own it, but I think he kind of reinvented the series, so I think that's why maybe Nintendo would be hesitant to find a new developer, but Monolith Soft would be perfect, I think.
If
Yeah, I agree.
Nintendo's still continuing the Mario and Luigi series, what developer do you think would make the games from now on?
Arzest.
You know, you gotta. There's a bandage on the side, Demeech,
What?
that you have to crack open on the egg.
Oh, there's a bandage on the side?
No, it's not on the top.
I see it.
Yeah, there's a bandage on the side. Yeah. I don't know. If I had to, my logical answer is gonna be what happened with Hudson Soft after they went defunct. Former members of Alpha Dream will form a new team and start making the new Mario and Luigi games, but if that doesn't happen, I don't know. Does Nintendo have like dedicated RPG teams, first party wise or second party wise?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure because like. I feel like a lot of the reasons why Alpha Dream went down under was because of all those remakes they were making for the 3DS, and the fact that the games themselves were kind of lackluster. So my prediction is that their former team members are going to make a new development team and become like an ND Cube version of Alpha Dream.
Don't let intelligent systems near it.
I'm thinking they could possibly join like other, like either subsidiaries or companies that work with Nintendo, like possibly Intelligent Systems or Monolith Soft even.
My only Intelligent Systems would make sense, but my only thing is that they work on Advance Wars, they work on WarioWare, and they work on Paper Mario. Would they have the
and Fire Emblem?
And Fire Emblem. Like, would they have the bandwidth to work on another Mario RPG? Is my question. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I'm just like, it's hard to determine how big Nintendo's development teams are because they tackle so many projects.
Yeah, I agree. Alright, I think we're going to try to get one more jiggy here. So, let's see what this thing is right here.
People are saying definitely not Intelligent Systems because of Paper Mario's current direction. I mean, I don't really think that's their fault per se. I think it's just
mostly Tanabe.
Yeah, it's Tanabe and really the team that they choose. I think Intelligent Systems makes some really great games. Let's be honest here. It's not their fault. It's just the direction they're getting from Tanabe and Nintendo.
And, like, even though the modern Paper Mario, well, I mean, mostly Origami King has a lot of restrictions on it, I still think the developers are doing a good job of, having as much creativity as they can within the restrictions that they have.
Oh, yeah. I agree. I mean, it's still a gorgeous game. Origami King, and there's still some really clever ideas here and there, and some nice locales. And there's obviously creativity on that team. It's just that when you work with restrictions, that's exactly what you're working with, restrictions. So not everyone's gonna feel the same way about the creative choices you make within those confines that you do.
Imagine if Tanabe directed Pac-Man World 4, it would be the same maze over and over again, and then it would have the same 4 ghosts over and over again with no platforming.
It would just be the Pac-Man original maze from the first game.
Funnily enough, Miyamoto's a huge Pac-Man fan, and he made Pac-Man Versus, he was at least involved with it. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Miyamoto lead a new Pac-Man game. Just because he did such a great job with Pac-Man Versus, and it would be interesting to see him kind of adapt the concept of Pac-Man and make it fresh again. Just because I feel like Pac-Man is that type of icon that's like Namco just keeps milking the cow dry with like the same game of Pac-Man instead of just kind of like iterating on it. And we kind of haven't seen that since, I'd say, Championship Edition 1. Because Championship Edition 2 is kind of building off the fundamentals of the first game. So, I don't know. I just want a new Pac-Man game.
Yeah, I do too.
It's just absurd that they think Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario both can't coexist as RPG games. Yeah, I really think it's stupid that the modern Paper Mario games just removed EXP entirely. Even Super Paper Mario, which was kind of a platformer, had EXP. For,
yeah,
like, the
exactly.
point system and everything.
Yeah, I think it is Tanabe because he's been wanting to stray away from RPG elements in Paper Mario for a while. I don't understand why. I guess to Nintendo it's just like, nope, one Mario RPG series is enough.
Yeah, but they don't have anything on the Switch except for Mario and Rabbids, which wasn't even developed by them.
And we don't even know the fate of Mario and Luigi at the moment, to be completely honest, which is kind of scary. It's, to me, it just kind of, Nintendo bought out Next Level Games, but they can't save Alpha Dream, they couldn't save Hudson Soft, they couldn't buy Rare, right? Like, I don't know, like, some of the things that they don't do just kind of boggle my mind.
I feel like Nintendo's probably going to buy more of the companies that they work with in the future, because, like, I feel like after what happened to Alpha Dream, I feel like they're just going to be more careful about things. I think that they kind of learned their lesson with Alpha Dreams, so that's why they bought Next Level Games, and hopefully they'll buy out more companies that they work with in the future.
Do you think that they bought out Next Level Games because they think that they're more valuable than Alpha Dream was?
Well, like I said just a little bit ago, I think they bought them out because they were worried that something was gonna happen to them like Alpha Dream and...
Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, I hope you're right and that they start realizing that these second-party companies that start losing money might benefit them being bought out so that Nintendo could have them for longevity purposes, because we were screwed with Paper Mario for like a couple of years just because they didn't buy out Hudson Soft. Like, can you imagine if Nintendo bought out Hudson? Not only would they have like good Mario Party games, they would also have the rights to Bomberman, and Bomberman would be like a Nintendo IP, of a Konami IP right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yoshi Pulse said, I think Square Enix should take over the Mario and Luigi series. Actually, that's actually a pretty good idea, because Square Enix makes a lot of Nintendo published games. Actually, they're coming out with one this month, Bravely Default 2, and actually they make a lot of Nintendo exclusive games, so that would actually work.
Well, would they make another Mario RPG exclusive game? Because the last time they made a Mario RPG was Super
96.
Mario RPG, and there's been a lot of rights issues, I feel like, with that game when it comes to like redistribution and stuff like that, because we still don't have it on Switch Online, which is still a little bit odd. I don't know. I think Square would be the logical choice. I just don't know if Nintendo want to go for it.
They do have Bandai Namco developed a lot of their published games.
That's true, but I feel like Square is like one of those companies that's like super stingy with their IPs and like super stingy with the developers they work with. I know that they work with Nintendo a lot, but I don't know. Like, let's say they make a Mario and Luigi RPG, right? What would the future of that franchise look like? Would Nintendo always have to like reach out to Square Enix to make the games like consistently? You know, or would they have to get a new developer, right? I feel like just for like longevity's sake, I don't know if Square Enix would be like a sure bet. I feel like Nintendo would have to go second party or more like within their development wheelhouse. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Alright, we beat the bees, I think. They kind of look like poison dart frogs, so I didn't want to say bees just yet, but I think we got our last Jiggy for the stream. We'll answer a few more questions and then about wrap things up. So let's see what the questions are. The good thing about having a stream like this is I can actually play the game and concentrate, because that's a problem I have with a lot of the streams that I just do on my own. T&D and Reese Nintendo bought Next Level Games because they were going to be bought and they didn't want to make the same mistake where they made with Rare. Makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. What happened to Alpha Dream? I don't know.
The thing is about...
yeah.
I'll let you...
No, go on.
Oh, so Next Level Games was working exclusively with Nintendo for about 8 years now, so I think it was kind of unlikely that they would be bought out by another company. But then again, there's Rare, who was working with Nintendo for a long time, and they were bought out.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's why, I don't know, I hope this means Nintendo will start buying companies that they find valuable in the future. If they don't, I wouldn't be surprised. But it's just, I think even the news of them buying Next Level Games was surprising, because Nintendo barely does that, if not at all.
Alright, let's see. Demeech, would you like the Odyssey team to be led by Sakurai and make Pac-Man World 4 once and for all? I think even with Koizumi it'd be great. Which is more needed, F-Zero or Kid Icarus? Oh, F-Zero for sure. Reese, have you ever played F-Zero GX?
No, I have played, I do have the one on the SNES, and I have played the one on the Nintendo 64, but I haven't played GX.
Did you play it on the Virtual Console or something like that?
Yeah, and I have the original one, like an actual cartridge of the original one too.
Oh, you have an actual SNES? Because we were talking yesterday and you said you didn't have an N64.
Yeah, I have a console that can play NES and SNES games, one of those retro consoles.
The Retron
and I have
HD?
a bunch of not that one, but I think it's Retro Bit.
Yeah, because the one I'm using right now is, for NES games, I had the top loader, which only uses RF, which doesn't look good. So I got the Retron HD, works pretty well, sounds a little bit off, but I don't really care about that. And now I got the RetroTink, so I can play all my SNES, N64, and GameCube games in HD. But I was using my Wii with component anyway for GameCube.
Nice. Yoshi Pool says, Demeech, T&D, and Reese, what would happen if Nintendo lost the console wars instead of Sega? How do you think society would be right now? Well, first off, Sega would, well, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Knowing Sega and how dumb they are with their business decisions, they still would have been gone. The late 90s. They might have just been bought out by Microsoft, if anything, and it might have just been Microsoft and Sony.
Yeah, I agree.
Imagine if Microsoft bought out Nintendo.
Oh god.
Did they actually try to do that, or that was a rumor?
Yeah, they did that a long time ago, actually, and Nintendo laughed in their faces. So I mean, that's a normal reaction, I guess. But like, I don't know. It would be weird, just because Microsoft's whole branding for Xbox has been like the complete opposite for how Nintendo like targets their demographic. So, I mean, I could definitely see Microsoft buying Sega like sometime in the future if Sega keeps making stupid decisions. And I could see it fitting pretty well, but I am glad that Microsoft and Nintendo are kind of buddy-buddy now. You know, we kind of need that in the game industry, just like everyone supporting each other's like game preferences and there aren't any console wars anymore. I used to hate that in school where people would like make fun of me for like liking Nintendo and stuff like that. It was always like, oh, Xbox or PlayStation. Like, I think we could all like different consoles without like insulting each other. You know what I mean?
The Wii U era was rough for Nintendo fans in school.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
I was there. I couldn't even say I had a Wii U because people would be like, bro, what? Why do you have a Wii U? I would just say I had a PS3. It was pretty bad. I mean, it's kind of the same thing with Switch, but like the Switch is more like the Wii in the sense that everybody has a Switch now. So
Yeah, the people who were laughing at me years ago for still playing Pokemon were the ones playing Pokemon Go. In your face, loser!
exactly, they're hypocrites.
Exactly. Alright, guys. Well, I think that about wraps it up. I'm Demeech.
I'm Ty the Guy.
I'm Reese.
And keep calm and da-da on.
Bye, guys.